There was an article in Realtor.com, Tammy, that was titled, "What Will the Housing Market Look Like Once Mortgage Interest Rates Drop?" And so I thought it'd be a good idea to turn this into a segment. Here's what home buyers can expect. What do you think is going to happen as interest rates drop? Now, remember, in October, 30-year fixed interest rates hit a 23-year high of 7.79%. Now, when I bought my first home in 1992, my rate was 8.875%, and I thought I was lucky to get that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't change the fact that for a while we had 3%, 3.5%, 4%, 30-year fixed interest rates. So what do you think is going to happen when interest rates start to drop?
Well, I think we're going to see more buyers hit the market and competition's going to rank up. We're still at a low inventory, even though we have more inventory than we did 2 years ago. It's still low inventory. Many markets are still seeing multiple offers, and I think we're going to continue to see multiple offers. So buyers can expect to have more buyers in the market and have more of a competition, although they're going to have a lower monthly price when it comes
Monthly
to
payment.
interest.
Yep.
They may actually end up paying a little bit more for the house in a couple of months than they are going to pay for it today.
According to Churchill Mortgage, for every 1% drop in mortgage rates, there are 5 million
Wow.
more households that qualify. Not 5 million that actually will get into the market, but 5 million more that qualify. Now, that is huge.
It's huge.
Like, that is huge. Have you ever heard that number before?
I have actually heard this quoted, and I can't remember where I heard this quoted. But to me, it's like the Black Friday sale. So,
Yeah.
That's what I envision is we have buyers that are going to wait for Black Friday because they want to fight with the other buyers and they likely won't get the product that they want.
Yep.
Or we have buyers that see the sale go on a few weeks before and say, I'm going to go ahead and get it now, even though I might miss out on an extra little discount, but I'll get the product that I want.
Number one, experts believe that mortgage rates will decline gradually. Do you agree with that? Disagree with that?
No, I agree with that. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a massive drop.
Not all at one time.
Not all at one time.
And interestingly, I think we've got to wait for the Federal Reserve Board to start dropping the Fed funds rate. And I think once the Fed funds rate, even though the two things are not really tied together, I think once the Fed funds rate, easy for me to say, right, starts to drop, I think interest rates will gradually drop. So you mentioned earlier that home buyers or homes will become more affordable. So more home buyers will actually come into the market. And when you think about it, though, they won't become that much more affordable. So if interest rates go down 0.75 of a point or something like that, interest payments might come down about 10%. So instead of being $100, they'll be $90. I'm just making up a number to give you an idea. So we don't expect the savings to be huge, but you can expect more competition. Absolutely, positively, you can expect more competition,
which might offset the interest savings.
Which I think, let's just say, will offset the interest savings. And remember a couple of years ago when 3 years ago when people had to put in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 offers, homebuyers might have to go in and start submitting more offers as the market changes. As rates come down, what's going to happen on the seller side of the business?
Well, as you know, more buyers in the market, it's going to be a better seller's market. And it's still a seller's market, even though many sellers don't feel it's their market. But the days on the market are going to lessen, and you're going to have more sellers that have opportunities because now we got the interest rate lower, right? So they get to go do something.
So they get to buy what they want to buy that maybe they felt like they couldn't buy before. There's a stat here that says 80% of current mortgage holders are carrying a rate below 5%.
Wow.
So as that rate drops down into the mid-6s, maybe high 6s, whatever it goes down to, maybe even high 5s. I'm just I'm praying here a little bit. You get a lot more home sellers who are willing to put their homes on the market. And I believe that pre-approvals will start to like wake up for real. And so they've been kind of sleepy, people getting pre-approved for mortgages over the last several months. And then buyers will trade the stress of high rates for the frustrations of a more challenging market. I think that is a great way to summarize it, is that buyers will be able to save money, but they might be frustrated by the increased purchase price, the increased competition, all of that.
Yeah.